It is really with great pleasure that I have the opportunity to speak with you. And again, I thank you for your time and being able to come here today. In the period of time since June of 2007, this organization has been through a lot, and the organization, I think, has really stepped up to the next stage of where we're going. But today I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about the foundation of our organization. And by foundation, I mean really the first 15 months of the company since it's changed its position, since we have discontinued the legacy operations in June of 2007. And that foundation period really ended September 30th of 2008, our first fiscal year. In addition, we'll spend some time on what I call the confidence stage of the company, really the first 6 months of this fiscal year, which we're just completing, and talk about 3 platforms that we've initiated in regard to our operational excellence, our positioning of our management team for the right people in the right places, and finally the new market development initiatives that we have in place to grow our business. And thirdly, we'll talk about moving forward, what you can expect from Clearfield in the months and quarters ahead. And really the way I define that is really the word leverage. As a small $25 million company, our job really is to leverage the opportunities available to us, the tools available to us, and to deal with the partnerships that are available as we approach the economic environment that we currently live in. So in regard to that first stage of the foundation, I've had the pleasure of speaking to you in the shareholder meeting as the president of our subsidiary and now as the CEO of the organization. And in that foundation study period, as I alluded to earlier, we have been through a lot in that 15-month period. We're very proud of the fact that within the first 3 months of operating without our legacy operations, we were able to report a profitable quarter. And throughout that first year, didn't rest on our laurels, didn't save our way to heaven. We made the appropriate investments to be able to grow our organization. In January of 2008, when we rebranded the company Clearfield to more effectively communicate where we were going, we also closed on a system-wide implementation project for our ERP system, our IT platform, which really gave the company the opportunity to scale and move forward. By March of 2008, a year ago, we announced our new product line, the Field Smart product line, which has enjoyed great success, and we'll talk about in a little bit more detail and invite you to see a lot more detail as part of our trade show display. Something that you may not have been aware of that we did, which was in the summer of 2008, when we changed the name of the company to Clearfield and changed the APAT symbol to CLFD. We also changed the SIC registration of the company away from the photonics industry, where it was previously positioned, to be more reflective of where we do business today, which is telephone apparatus. And as a result, we can be more equitably compared to the right competition in the marketplace. And then finally, at the end of our fiscal year, the information that we're sharing today, we were able to grow revenue 25%, gross profit 40%, and as a result, we're able to reverse what was a $2.9 million loss in fiscal year 2007 to a $1.5 million gain in fiscal year 2008. All of that really is a result, I think, of a lot of interesting decisions and a lot of difficult decisions for us. But I would communicate that it's most importantly about culture. This is an organization of survivors. Most of the people that work for this company have been in the telecommunications industry for a very long time. And we suffered through the telecom implosion of 2000 and 2001 and know what it means to be able to scrap together to be able to make things work. And that survivorship is what you see every day within our community of employees and what we'll continue to look forward through in the months and quarters ahead. Part of that foundation is the market that we work in. And I've shared this slide with you in previous meetings, but I've updated it today to be able to be more reflective through the end of the fiscal year. And what this is a description of the fiber to the home marketplace in the U.S., of the number of homes that have been passed with fiber and the number of homes that have been connected with fiber. And what that means, if you look at the green line, that indicates the number of homes who physically are subscribing to a fiber to the home service, or roughly 3% of all homes in the United States currently take advantage of fiber. In the red line, almost 12%, that would indicate that 12% of the homes in the United States have the fiber line available to them so that they can choose the opportunity to connect to fiber. Most of you in this room, who are probably the majority of you, are customers of Quest and customers of Comcast or Time Warner, or for that fact, Mediacom, don't have the opportunity to have a fiber to the home connection. In that there is so little fiber actually in the marketplace today. We are very early in the runway of the adoption cycle for fiber. Current studies would indicate that may be a 25-year window, but we are growing at a very fast clip. Historically, that growth rate has been about at 100% a year, and we started to see that slow down a little bit last year, and that it was a 71% growth rate in the year ending September of 2008. We get these studies from a company called Grunder Vanderslice, which updates it every 6 months. And so we'll be receiving the numbers through March of 2008 shortly. So I don't have anything of statistical nature to be able to provide you, but I can tell you qualitatively that through the February 2009 time period, we see the same economy that you see every day and that you are listening to in the marketplace every day, that we're definitely in a slowdown period in the industry in general, in the economy in general. There's some level of slowdown, but not from an orientation of resistance to the concept of fiber, more of a wait-and-see approach. We're seeing a little bit of a wait-and-see associated with what's the government going to do with the stimulus package. And so I wanted to tell you a little bit about the stimulus package and what it means for the company moving forward. Of the $700 billion stimulus package, there is $7.2 billion associated with the broadband community and broadband initiatives. Of that $7.2 billion, $2.5 billion is associated with what is called RUS, or Rural Utility Service, and $4.7 billion is associated with the FCC. Both of those opportunities are meant to be able to stimulate these capabilities of delivering broadband initiatives, predominantly in underserved communities, and for the RUS initiative, very specifically associated with rural markets, where we have always made our claim to fame. Historically, what has happened under the RUS initiative is these have been low or no interest loans. And moving forward under the broadband stimulus package, it is expected that these will be in the form of grants. So many of our customers have taken a little bit of a wait-and-see attitude over the course of the last few months to see whether they're going to be able to have grants instead of loans. And we see under both of these programs, both the FCC and the RUS initiative, a significant opportunity for our customers to grow their business, and as a result, more opportunities for us to capture market share as well.